ฟิลเตอร์
โอ้ยดูปากชมพู
Fancy.
ใครก้าวเหรอ
ไอ้เฟือง
โตเฟือง
โอ้ยดีก้าวเนี่ยหน้าเปล่ามากอ่ะ
น้ำหนักขึ้น
คุณกล้องมากเลย
Okay, I think we have to wait a little bit more for more panelists to come. Yeah, because now we are on the practice sessions. Until I press the start webinar, then the participant will join. Hello, Barry.
2 นาทีเองอ่ะ
Hello, Barry.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining.
You look different. Something's different about you.
I use the filter on my start.
I see.
Also, PA is a rabbit now. Oh.
Wow, Angel.
I think this one the best or this one I like this one
เราต้องกดไอ้นี่ให้กด
Hello.
ตอนเนี้ย
Hi.
Hi.
แก้ว don't sit in the dark we can't see you เอาใหม่ turn around
Where is Nick?
I don't know. Let me message him and
ไม่เห็นแก้ว cannot see ใส่ยานอนหลับให้หมากินยัง Did you give sleeping pill to your dog
Okay, Nick is here.
here. Good. Okay. You saved Nick. You saved me from sending you a message being like, Nick, get on the phone. Nick. Oh, he can't even hear me yet.
Hello, Nick. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. All right, so we will start
My
the
internet's not very good.
webinar soon. I will start with like briefing agenda of today, and then I will hand over to Phương to moderate the session. Just only one session actually for all of you to share your New Year resolutions that with Christy to
Yeah.
open, and then and then we go with the flow with the agenda, and then we close the webinar today by Barry.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, you got my slide, my last minute slide.
Yes, I received your slide already.
Okay. I like it. Sugana has a halo.
Okay. Can you see my sharing screen?
Yes. Are you able to make it? Yeah, make it big.
Okay, I will start now.
Okay.
You know, the webinar is now broadcasting to our attendees.
Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Now we have Natikan, Panita, Punnamat, Sumedh already on board. Okay, a lot more to come. Chompunut, Nongnut, P. Vinod. Okay, so welcome everyone to the New Year, New You. The webinar. All right, so shall we start now? Okay, so today we will have the agenda of today. Start with welcome, opening, and keynote by Christy Owen, and then we will follow with New Year resolution sharing. We have the representative from each department, we have PA Sukanda, Pifon, Gao, Nick, Pikel, and myself to present the New Year resolution sharing. And then we will close the webinar today by Barry. And we will have Phương to moderate the webinar. All right. As you know that this webinar is just like very easy, you know, not serious. It's just like a chance for everyone to come to meet and to talk to each other, because now we are away from the office. So just make it fun. Okay. All right. I hand over to Phương.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, well, thank you very much. You look very distinguished. I don't have anything special today. No icons, no mustache. I'd like to introduce our opening speaker who will open this session of the New Year, New You. She is the Chief of Party of USAID Green Invest Asia, as well as the leader of PACT Thailand, which has two other significant programs, one of which we will hear from today. And I don't want to take any time away from your resolutions and your vision and your manifestations for 2021, so I'll turn it right over to Christy. Over to you, Christy.
Thank you so much. As you know, this is for fun, but this is also a chance for us to share a little bit with ourselves.
I don't know if this is just my audio and video, but can everyone hear her? She's frozen on my end.
Yeah, it's not great.
Okay. So maybe let's give her a few minutes to see if it works, and otherwise we may have to come back to her. So let's see how her connection fares. This is actually very much like a real webinar.
All right. Well, yeah,
Technical difficulties.
this could happen in like the online meeting, right?
Very much so, all the time.
Yeah.
So it seems that she might be having some problems. So I'd like to come back to her while she speaks about Year of the Ox and about our resolutions. To not lose too much time, I propose that we continue.
Yes.
And maybe, Art, if I could recommend that you message her separately to let her know that her sound.
I think she's coming back, maybe.
All right. Well, I think she will come back soon. She can, because last time when we have the meeting with EIU, she also like lost her connection, and then she like changed the device to her mobile phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, let's see what happens on that front. Otherwise, Suganda, might you be ready? If so, I would like to introduce you so that you can open up our resolution. Suganda is our fearless project of director of finance for the past dozen years, and for a public sector-led private project working in the private sector. We've tapped her experience because she comes with a wealth of experience from that world, including P&G, Procter & Gamble, and ExxonMobil, and other investment companies. Kun Suganda, might you be ready to share with us your presentation?
PA, you are on mute.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Oh.
So Christy, come back. So
Oh, okay. We were about to hop ahead to our first speaker. It seems that you've moved to the phone and now we have feedback.
Yep.
Yeah, double back.
Hello, Christy, are you there?
Yes,
Okay.
this is why it's good practice.
Okay, now it's
Can
your
I start
turn.
again? Sorry, so wait, go, you're showing all my text. You ruined my thing. No, I'm kidding. Cut out for me. Do you hear me now? Do you still hear me?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. So just quickly, so in case this happens again, so I just wanted to say, this year is the year of the ox, and a friend of mine, actually the artist of this painting here, reminded me what that means. What does the year of the ox mean? So if you click our first little bit here. Yep. So characteristics of the ox: hardworking, methodical, diligent, persistent, honest. These are the characteristics of this year, right? For people and for this year. And we click again. You click one more. And the ox is actually of yin energy, right? So it's not yang energy, it's yin energy. And with yin energy, what we'll feel is this full weight of our responsibilities this year, right? This will weigh on us. We'll think about it as an ox year. But I think what's interesting is that despite this full weight and the sense of responsibility we have, next please, what we'll find is that all of our hard work, even if we have to double down our efforts, it's going to be rewarded this year. And I think that's a really cool message for us as we go into this year, given what happened last year, which is interesting because last year, if you click again, last year was the year of the rat. And it's pretty much the opposite of ox. It is yang energy, which means, and it's a water element, which means that there's just change all the time. It's turbulent, it's moving, it's like uncertain, which I think is pretty adequate for last year. But the ox, you click again, the ox is an earth sign. It's slow, it's stable. And so I think this bodes well for us this year, being this is a year of an ox, that we, with hard work, with being persistent, with being honest, while we may feel heavy responsibility, our hard work will be rewarded, and we can look forward to some stability. And I think in part why this resonates with me is that I am an ox. I was born in 1973, which is the year of the ox. And the one characteristic on here that I was always told was a year of the ox sign, and a characteristic that my dad always told me was stubborn. That oxes are also really stubborn. So, but I think in general, what this makes me think about is the stars are aligned for us this year. And so it may not be, at least for me, so much I am and what I stand for, what brings me joy, what motivates me, what keeps me going. My work and my efforts into those kind of goals and those remembrances actually happen. So I just wanted to put that out there for everybody to think about in the framework of their year ahead, that as you think about your new you, that this is going to be done in the year of the ox. So it'll be stable. You'll have to have some hard work, but you can accomplish it. Thank you.
Thank you for those words and the scene setter, which is an appropriate one, coming out of the year that we had, while there were difficulties, we were still able to persist, and that current of persistence should hopefully be carried over into this year. So I'd already introduced the group to our first panelist, Kun Suganda. But just a few words again, since Christy was off the call, is that our fearless director of finance comes to us with 12 years of experience. And for USAID Green Invest Asia, which is private sector facing, she was tapped because of her deep experience in that background from that world, including Procter & Gamble and ExxonMobil and others, as well as her experience with USAID. The United States Agency for International Development. With no further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Kun Suganda to hear about how her goals and objectives are shaping up for 2021. Over to you, Kun Suganda.
Thank you, Phương. As Art mentioned about the topic that what is a new year, new you, but for my side, for this year, I think that for my work target, I will keep going as the last year. But for your life, it's not that your works. Maybe you will have some talent that it will keep you have more challenge, or your talent that can be ongoing to support your both side personal and working life. So next slide. My talent is starting from I have some talent to do some needlework for my daughter. So when she was 7 or 8 years old, she requested me to do some pants, bag, hat, or her ribbon. That it gave me a talent to make something for her. And next slide. After that, I try to have some bag or bank book bag for my friend or colleagues. Or sometimes it's like their birthday, I would like to have something that's special, one piece in the world. So I make some needlework handbag, like tote bag for them, and sometimes I make the pencil bags for my daughter friend, all the class when she was kindergarten, something like this. Next slide. And also when I work in last 5 years, I make some tote bag and pillowcase for college, and some tissue box for friends. That's just not just only one. Every year I make about 20 things, 20 needlework to give all the friends. And when we have the New Year party, and also friends in my works, in my works area. Yep. Next slide. And also skirt for myself that I make when I got a good fabric. And also from the last year, my friend coming back to Canada, I make the fabric mask for him, almost 40 masks that he can bring back to his country in Canada. Next slide. And the one that I like the most is the pillowcase that I make for my friend, for myself, and also for Christy, the left one. Yeah. So this is my talent that I think from last year we have to work from home, right? It's very difficult to get some challenging or some motivate me to do something. Just only stuck with the fabric mask. But I hope that this year I will have time to do my hobby, is my favorite thing for this year. Thank you. This is my hobby. I never sell. Just only to a special things for friend, for college. Yep, that's it.
Thank you, Kunsuganda. It's a shame that you put in that last line. I was thinking that for USAID Green Invest Asia, we've been talking about how we need some monogrammed products, some eco-friendly products. I was thinking monogrammed masks or some type of bags. But
Yes.
if you're not and actually, I recognize that pillow. I think I've taken a nap on it on the sofa, actually. So our next speaker, thank you so much, Kunsuganda, for sharing with us and reminding us that our objectives are sometimes family-oriented and personally oriented, which is important to remember, the whole holistic view of who we are. Kunsuganda is our administrator. She heads all office and logistics administration. And she's the woman who keeps the wheels going. So I'd love to hear more about what she sees in store for 2021. Over to you, Kunsuganda.
Thank you, Phương. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Yeah. For my topic is what's bring me happy. Yeah, I selected that one because in my 365 days in a year, have the three things, that is office, home, and Korea series. At 70% of my life is stay at the office. So my feeling in the morning when I wake up is happy come to work, and my main work is a back office. So it means that it support all the team members to have the easy life, no worries, and can be focused their tasks. So if my team happy, I'm happier. So the next one is when my team happy, my wallet is happier too, right? Yeah, because I cannot to say that I'm not work for money. And so once my wallet happy, my family, the people around me that is so happy together. Yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you very much for that, Kun Sukanya. And I can personally testify how you keep us all happy and well fed at the office. Even my son is still asking for the popcorn lady. When I say I'm going to the office, he said, will the popcorn lady be there? For our next speaker, it's our only panelist with the Sustainable Infrastructure Partnership. So we're very honored that he could make time for us today. He touches on almost all parts of program coordination, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation. Kun Nopawi, whom we know as Gao at the office, could you share with us your thoughts and outlook for 2021? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Phương. Firstly, I am glad to attend this significant mock-up workshop and also be a speaker. Actually, this is my first time to perform like a speaker in a multicultural session. Now the floor is mine, right? So I will make it quickly and clearly. So for the new year 2021, I have 3 main points that I would like to change. The first one, I will more carefully think the way to save other people from the COVID-19. For example, I will avoid to use cell phone when in a public place, right? To save the people when reduce the risk when we spread some virus to speak out to the others. Yeah, and next please. And secondly, I would like to learn a new things by at least take course or join the event 3 times a year. The first one focus on improve my work performance, like take course, whatever the admin offer. Yeah, really interested. Also, my supervisor offer too. And second one, to open my view, like new perspective, like join with the any charity event, like support for the stateless children in the highland area, something like that. And lastly, I would love to increase my job skill or look for the opportunity for the second job, you know, like a passive income. And the last one, next slide, please. The last one just focus on much more healthier. I will try hard to lose my weight and maintain by exercise. This year I target reducing 4 kilograms. Hopefully I could do. And also I will try to drink the healthy drinking, replacing the Coca-Cola, soda, even the alcohol drinking. That's all from my side. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for laying out your goals so clearly. I wish you luck with all of them, especially the weight loss one, given the previous speaker, Sukanya, is an obstacle to all of our weight goals. I'd like to hear now from our next team member, who is our newest team member, who is actually broadcasting straight from alternative state quarantine. He is joining us as the Sustainable Finance Advisor and has been with the team, but from Phnom Penh. It'll be wonderful to have him in the office, and this is a wonderful opportunity for us to get to know him a little bit better. Over to you, Nick.
Thank you, Fung. Hello, everyone. Yes, firstly, thank you all for also working from home during my quarantine time. It's very supportive of you all. You didn't have to do that, but it's much appreciated. But yeah, my resolutions. Do you have my slides there as well? If we skip through, yeah, so my 2021 New Year's resolutions. So firstly, what's in store for this year? Well, I think it's shaping up to be looking pretty good with a new country to explore. One more week of quarantine to go till I'm out. But yeah, pretty excited about that. So I think I'm pretty excited for what's to come in this year. Lots of places to visit. If we go to the next slide. So what are some things that I'd like to improve in myself this year? I think it's focused on just reducing coffee to increase my Zen and increasing my exercise. I've actually found being in quarantine to keep my mental health. We've actually been focused on doing 1 hour of exercise in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, and I'm actually getting an endorphin boost from that. So one of my resolutions is to try and to keep that going throughout the rest of the year, to keep that exercise there. It's always something that can drop off pretty quickly as soon as things get busy. And then less coffee. I don't think, I feel that I'm a fairly high energy person anyway. I don't really need coffee, so it just leads to less sleep. So I think I can replace that with exercise. Things that I love, certainly it's about getting out to the outdoors as well. That's obviously why a big part of this job as well is focused on trying to protect these areas over the long term. But yeah, for me that really helps to help relax and find my place of Zen. When I can get out to the outdoors and getting feedback from you, Christy. Yeah, thanks. To explore the outdoors and get out to these beautiful places that are around in the world. And there's plenty of beautiful places in Thailand that I hope you can all help to point me in the direction of soon. On the next slide. And then, if I had an extra hour in the day, what would I do with it? That's a good question. I'm not sure. It would be great to learn some Thai. So I've already been downloading some good apps for that one. It's definitely, there's a lot more apps for learning Thai than for learning Khmer. So that should hopefully help a little bit. But also, friends and family, that's a harder one at the moment, to reaching out to family in other countries and friends there. Would I socialize more or exercise more? Hopefully. Reading as well. I've got into audiobooks lately, so probably with an extra hour, I'd be listening to some of them. What advice would I give myself? It's the year of the ox, so we need to be, it's the year of working hard and keeping on going and being persistent, but at the same time, to not forget to stop and smell the roses. So yes, that's my my presentation for this one. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for that, Nick. And I assume, Art, that we're saving questions until the end. So that's why I'm not opening up the floor for comment quite yet, if that's okay. Thank you, Nick, for that. I hear increased Zen, exercise, and endorphins. All sounds good. I think a lot of what you spoke about is quite common to many others in this group. So there will be much solidarity on your road. Now for our next speaker, our most recent member to join the team, Khun Nichapa, who is the Partnerships and Sustainability Manager. She came in at a whirlwind moment and the pace has not abated. So as we step over into the new year, what's on your mind, Khun Nichapa? Over to you.
Hello, thank you, Frank, and thank you, Nong Art, for this opportunity to present in this new year, new you 2021, which I keep calling this new me, new you. I'm not sure why. Okay, so next slide, please. So like Art have like kindly suggested some few guidance questions, but I will choose only 2 of them, not 2 of them. So first would be what brings you most joy and how are you going to do more of that? And the second would be if you had 1 more hour, what would you do with it? Next, please. So I mean, in 2020, it was, everyone have impacted by COVID. I'm sure everyone, all my friends around the world, my family, even my dogs, like everyone and everything impact from COVID. And as you see, the news is all about COVID all year round, like empty sidewalk at the hotel, at the, the tourism is going down, and we all facing that. And now Nick is in quarantine state. And even World Economic Forum was mentioned about this is what makes people around the world happy right now. So it's like people are talking about happiness last year, how did it impact us? So next slide, please. So like, for this presentation, I want to emphasize on joy, because since 2021 have been a very tough years for us, and like the skill that we all have, I'm sure we all have been implementing and practicing is resiliency. But resiliency is not really fun, you just pretty much put through, but you grow from there. So I mean, even though it's a difficult year and all you can do is being like, patient and resilience, but still it's an opportunity to create habit that we can't live without throughout 21. Like, it's an opportunity also you to find a new way of create joy. So my 3, let's say, things that I think would bring you joy would be embrace the change, learn new things, and celebrating life every day. So next, please. So yeah, I mean, with this COVID, everyone is facing working from home, but it's also an opportunity for us to learn new skill. So from the report from the World Economic Forum, they were talking about top 10 skill of 2025. And this article is only come out last year, October, because, like everyone have to reskill. And luckily we are all experiencing like the reskill experiencing, like using of Zoom, like what we are doing right now. Giving a presentation, like what Art is putting together today is also, learn how to give a presentation on Zoom and webinar. So that's embrace the change, learn new thing, understand it, and grow. Next, please. So another thing for 2020 that lead to my new 2021 new thing is learn new thing with new attitude. So I actually do a lot of yoga, like, this is very scenic. So I got a chance to do yoga next to my all my clothes, and it was really fun. But the new thing for my 2021 is I start to learn bachata and salsa, which very different. So you can see me dancing right there. And it's give me a new perspective of looking in life, because like yoga is very stable. Like you move like that, you try to stay stable, and so on. But like dancing is moving, and it gave me a new way of looking in life, So next, please. So even though, this is like one thing that I have to share with you is like, even though it's very difficult, and as Christy said, it's going to be a year that we can be like an ox moving forward, but we don't forget to celebrating life every day. So that's a video that I took for me on my last Thursday, my first day of 2021, and I was at the office, and he was laughing, making joke on me while I was working. Now you can show it. I really like the fact that he was laughing all the time when he was filming me. Like he was making joke about me, but he really enjoyed very much. And then we had our first lunch of the year together. So it's like, I think every small step of you need a celebrations and everything count at this moment. So, and this how I make joke of him. And everything happened at the office, you know. Okay, next please.
ไหนลองกระพือปี
No, next slide.
ได้
Yeah, and that was like my three things, my three pillars that would bring me joy during the day, like learn new things, you know, embrace the change, and also celebrating it no matter how difficult it is every day, right? And another thing is that I would try to do more is to read more. I that was part of the book on the table was like the book that I bought it. I never get to read it. It's all like bestseller book. And it's on my shelf. It looks really good in my house, but I never touch it. And then now I start to read like a Principle from Ray Dalio, and I really like it. And then he mentioned one thing in the book that what I seen is that the happiest people discover their own nature and match it with their life into it. So I like it because it's you match your happiness into your reality. So you learn a lot from reading, and that's what I want to do more for 2021. So that's it, my presentations. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Kunichipan. I also have a tower of unread books next to my bed that threatens to, if it falls on me any day, that's the end of me. There is a lot in your presentation that resonated with me personally, which I can share more later. Especially liked how you contrasted your need and desire for both movement and stillness. I think it's beautiful, and I think it applies to many situations. So now we'll come back to you and hopefully have some more conversation around that. But we would like to close with our event organizer, who, like you, also came in at a whirlwind and was thrust a project within his first days here. And I'm sure he's still processing. He comes to us from many years of experience in this field and is now embarking on a new 2021. Over to you, Kun Runarit, whom we know as Art in the Office. Can you share a little bit about what this new you might look like?
All right, thank you so much, Phương. Okay, well, first of all, I want to present to you a little bit about my name definition. I searched from Wikipedia. Art is a diverse range of human activities involving the creation of visual, auditory, which express the creator's imagination, conceptual ideas, or technical skill intended to be appreciated primarily for their ability or emotional power. So this is the definition of my name, art. Yes. Most of you might like understand that art is like painting, drawing, like those kind of like make it art, right? Yeah, but actually it's not just like that. It's like art of living, art of working, art of showing, art of doing things. Yes, so you can apply arts into your like everyday life, every day, everything, every activities. Okay, next is I separate my life into three parts: past me, now me, and future me. Wow, a lot of photos. This is like my 10 years activities in the past. The first photo is that is my I took photo with my friends. It's in 2012. I was in like very good shape. You can see like muscle. Yeah, that time we went to the beach in south of Thailand, and then I also have like painting, drawing. I have my band, playing music, singing, joining a lot of activities, dancing, go to the marathon, camping, exercise, reading books. Also my niece and my family. I also have time to cut my daddy's hair when his hair is long. Also, so join like I love to joining a lot of activities. Also went for the support. Yeah, that was like 10 years activities in the past, but that is just only like 50% of the activities, because like almost 50, another 50% I spend the time for working, yeah, in the last 10 years. So the fact is that, and then next to Naomi, that you can see my face here. Yeah, this is me. It's my current art. Well, of course, I have a lot of like positive and negative. And the fact is that I have more experiences. I have more like finance stable. I have more money. I earn a lot of money. I mean, enough for myself for living, and I have financial secure. And I have a lot of networks. I have a lot of friends, but not that much to be like a good quality. I mean, I have some, but yeah, yeah, I have a lot of networks from work, from like everyday activities, and I have more trust. My family trust in me. My friend trust in me. My coworker also trust in me to let me do something, because they believe in me that I can be of successful. And then because I have like state of mind, more state of mind, I have more conscious to do things, but also in the bad way. Now I am older, of course. The age cannot stop. It's go over and over. I am 38 years old now and will become 40 very soon. I am slower, not active at all, really lazy in the morning. And then my health also like getting worse, deteriorated, and a lot of calories, also triglycerides. Last time when I checked up with the doctor, um, uh, she said that, oh, I have a lot of triglycerides. It's like they call fatty liver disease. So it's not good at all. So she suggested me to have a lot of exercise to reduce my weight. And then I also forget, always forget, like, and then lost. But more important that I almost forgot who I am. Like you can see from the last 10 years what I did and what I were, but now I changed. I am more lazy. I am like getting fat. And so I could say that I don't want to forget myself. I don't want to like to forget what I am before, and I don't want to forget my goals. So what should I do to improve myself for future me? For the good thing that I already have inside, I supposed to maintain and then make it better, improving experiences, finance, money, trust, like consciousness is have to be maintained and improved. And what is not good for me now, I have to change and then make it better. So that will be a better me. Okay. Then my 100% of my lifetime, I have like almost 50% for work, because we work 5 days per week, 7 to 8 hours per day. So I could say that it's almost 50% of my time for work. And it's already like, because when I work, I focus. I think I can like tell to myself it's already like good enough. And then I have 25% for myself when I go to bed, when I like joining myself. I mean, after work, I come to my room, watching TV, concentrate to myself, personal development, fun recreation, health and finance. And then I have 50% for my partner because we have planned together what we will do in the future. And then I have 10% for my family and 5% for my friends. So from the percentage of like 100% of my life, I need more focus for family and friends because most of like almost 50% I already have it for work. So family only 10%. I cannot say that family is not important. Yes, they are very important. They like support me all of my life. They support me in terms of the emotional and also friends and networks. So this year will be like the year of for my family and friends, but still works have to be maintained in a good way. Well, for my 2021 resolution, well, for work, I try because 45% I spend for work, right? So I will maintain it. I mean, I will focus when I work, but still I have to improve because I understand that my background is not, I mean, I have to read more. I have to like understand what is the content and I have to read. And so I set my goal, one paper for week, and then learn in Pack Absorb, LMS. I think all of you have already received email from that, right? So it's also a good chance for us to learn online, and then you can get certificate from that as well, and it's good for your career, right? And then for finance, well, actually I did calculate for my living cost per month, so I will know what is the expenses that I pay every day and what the item that I should reduce, what is not important. Most 100% that I pay for my everyday life, I pay for eating, I pay for food, and it's not like healthy enough. So yeah, so I have to reduce it. Yeah. And also this year I will pay more for insurance and funds to the tax deduction. And also I will study how to start up because me and my partner, we plan to have our company, and we will like invest in like kind of consultation company for the factory because my partner is the occupational medicine, so he will invest with his friend and also me myself. That is a long-term plan. So, but it should start now. I mean, I should study how to do that. Like the law and regulations and many things have to be done to be ready for that. And next is the health. Yes, this is the time for the COVID-19, so I have to do more indoor workout and eat healthier, fun and recreation. Yeah, I target to have 10 paintings by acrylic. I'll do myself, and I will open for auction and for the charity project. Yeah, this have to be happen this year. Next is personal development. I haven't think about that yet. Well, first I have to know the feedback from all of you. How is my personal? Then I will have. I will know how will I develop my personal. And then spiritual. I like to pray. I like to like meditate. I can say that it's 3 times per week, 5 to 10 minutes when I at my room. So I will maintain that. And then, yeah, the last two things is the most important. That is my goal for this year is the family and friends. So my plan, my resolution for family is I want to have the family trips with my family because I away from my family. My mom and dad is there at Khon Kaen. I try to call them every day and then try to go back to meet them as often as I can. And yeah, it is like the first priority. And then next is friends, because I just moved to Bangkok and then I really like less time for my friends. I just like focus and prepare for work. So I don't have time for them. I don't go that very often to drinks, to like party and meeting with my friends. So I supposed to like give them time for that and like have a lot of chat and calling to them. Yeah, and that's it for my 2021 resolutions. Thank you. Back to Phương.
Thank you, Kun Art. That was really beautiful. And I especially like this slide here that you have, tenuous balance between work and life and walking that tightrope. And also what you said about the past me, now me, and future me. Maybe we should reterm this, rebrand this. It's not so much a new me, because it's really the old us all along, right? It's just remembering who we are and creating the perspective and experiences that bring it out in us. And I have to say, in all of my years of reporting and working, this is the first presentation with the word triglycerides in it that I've ever attended. So thank you for that. We have about 15 minutes left. I'd like to open it up to the floor and get reactions to this, see what speaks to people, especially Kungate, I know you're here. I'm wondering if you have any ideas for fun activities, given what everyone's talking about, whether it's book clubbing or Latin dancing or meditation or entrepreneurship classes. But let's open up the floor so we can hear from our attendees today. And also what speaks, what spoke to you about these presentations? Something one of our panelists spoke about was taking risks every day. And I'm curious what risks people are prepared to take in 2021, professional or personal. That might be an open question that you can answer if you'd like. Otherwise, maybe you can just speak to what you found interesting or relevant in one of the earlier presentations. And to open this, given the Q&A chatter of back and forth, I'd like to turn it over to our monitoring and evaluation specialist to start, Kun Binod. Hajur, over to you, if I could put you on the spot.
Great, thank you. I found this conversation really interesting. Like we have challenges every day, and maybe I need to, like I have commented on almost all of the presentations here. Maybe I don't need to repeat them, but I found this interesting, insightful, and learning. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Will folks speak up, or we can have to do it where one person calls on another?
Well, I think Punnamat raised her hand. Pun is there?
Are you still there?
I'm here. I didn't raise my hand because really I put this exercise. Sorry.
Your voice is a little unclear. Do you have a microphone or a computer you could speak into more closely?
All right. Oh wow. We also have John raise his hands as well. Then we can come back to Pun later. Okay.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, John. Go ahead.
Okay, hi. No, so look, I also just wanted to say I really enjoyed listening to all these presentations and discussions. I think it was really touching, some of them, and I felt, again, the only thing that kind of jumped out at me a little bit, reflecting on all the presentations, was that, you know, I think we also need to kind of recognize that the aspirational self where everybody's trying to be is good to have targets and goals, but I think, you know, we should also just like appreciate this year was a really difficult year. And, you know, I don't think everybody worked really hard, and everybody, right, has had a really hard time this year. So I think we don't need to be sometimes too hard on ourselves if we're not the perfect person we aspire to be, because I think just kind of the current situation we find ourselves in, the way everyone's adapted and is coping, is also reason enough to be positive. So I think it's good to have aspirations and goals for sure, but I think we also need to kind of just recognize that, you know, the current state that we are and the work we're doing, and, you know, is also needs to be recognized as pretty good, because otherwise I kind of feel like people are kind of always aspiring to be better without recognizing that actually at the moment you also probably are doing really great. And so I don't think it's always about the grass is greener, but also like recognizing how positive things can be at the moment. But I appreciated listening to everybody's perspectives and targets. So that's it.
No, I agree with you. I was also quite touched at how vulnerable and open we've been with each other through this. And I really like what you said, you know, the survival itself is a pretty, you know, key performance indicator as well.
Mm. May I say something?
Of course.
All right. Well, some of you have questions that why the participants said ask why they cannot see themselves or like the same participant in the panel, because this, we use the webinar function, so it's quite different from the meeting. So the participant, they cannot they can only see the panelist, right? And but still, if you want to say something or you want the people to see your face, or your screen, you can raise your hand, and then if I am a host, I can promote you to be the panelist, then everyone can see yourself on the screen. Yeah, that is why.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I saw a note from Barry that he has a hard stop, so I'm just happy to keep talking, but I'd like to make sure we get Barry as he's on the agenda.
All right, Barry, given that you have a conflict of scheduling, maybe we can hear from our final closing speaker, our agriculture, forestry, and other land use advisor, Kun Barry Flaming. Over to you, Barry, to close out this event.
Okay, well, actually, I don't know if I have time to go into what I wanted to say, but thank you, everybody, to our 6 speakers for sharing your insights. John, do you want to say something?
No, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I thought I was sorry.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to also maybe follow up on John's point as well, the aspirational side, and wanted to share a short story about a couple aspects of our sort of resolutions that can help us achieve them. And a story from a friend of mine in the US who had a similar goal as to some of you mentioned about losing weight, and he wanted to lose 10 pounds over 10 weeks. And a couple key elements to that helped him do that were to focus on motivation and having the right incentives, either positive or negative, and also accountability, where he had reporting to a friend who could help hold him accountable. And what he did was monitor very closely every day, morning and evening, on a very high resolution scale, his in and out weights every day, and had a weekly target to meet. And if he did not meet that, he had vowed that he would make a financial contribution to Donald Trump's re-election campaign. So that gave him a lot of incentive to meet his targets. And the fact that he had a friend sort of holding him accountable also helped him to do that. So just think about those elements of motivation and incentives and accountability that can help you achieve the goals that you hope to achieve in 2021. And on that note, I have to say goodbye. I'm sorry, but I look forward to receiving my speaker's check in my offshore bank account in the next couple of weeks, and I will see you at the next event.
As a government-funded project, we won't be able to give honorariums, but thank you very much for your time and in-kind contribution to this event.
I accept in-kind contributions as well. Thank you.
We'll give you a notebook. Or maybe a homemade pillowcase from Suganda.
All right. All that will do. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody. It's been very nice talking to you all, and I look forward to the next conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Khun Art, will this presentation be available to the participants afterward?
Yes, I already recorded. I will share to you. I think I will upload into the cloud, then I'll send the link to you. Then it's for your recording. Well, I also have one activities before we end. I have the poll, just like for fun. Okay. The participant receive it, right?
Yeah. Do we click what we want?
Yes.
It says host and panelists cannot vote.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So just participants, yeah?
It disappears.
Yeah, I just
Trying to fix it.
yes. Sorry.
Meanwhile, did you have any reflections, Christy, that you wanted to share before we close out?
Not really. I mean, I thought this was actually really fun. And similar to you, Phuong, I'm very, I find it very touching and reaffirming that people took this seriously and shared and were vulnerable. And really, I think this is a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about each other and what's important to us and things that we have in common. I mean, Nichipa, Nick is a salsa dancer. So, figure it out. And Nick, I'm sorry, but we drink a lot of coffee at the office, but we'll do our best to support you. But anyways, I think to me, this was a really healthy exercise, and I thought it was a great way for us to come together in a way, since we can't be in the office, to still take a few moments of our day to spend some time with each other and learn about each other. And I think what becomes like the key parts to like when you see a team that really works together, it's not just because they know what to do, like their tasks and their skills. They actually can communicate with each other in ways that are more personal and more connected than just at the work level. And I think this type of stuff, when we are willing to do it, goes a long way.
I agree. Back to you, Khun Art, if the survey's okay now.
Yes, it's okay now. Okay. So this is one of the choice that maybe of our event that because sometimes when we have like quite a long time meeting or like seminar, then we can have this kind of poll to connect with the participants, then to make it not so boring. Okay, just for fun.
Is it going to tally the results like right away?
Yeah, can we see the result?
Yes, sure.
The M&E guy wants to see the results.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah, we have 9 people. Okay, now already 10 people answered the questions. And when we all of the participants and the panelists answer, then I will show the result to you.
Did you see my comment on your talk, on your presentation?
Yes. Thank you so much.
You can team up. You can team up.
Yeah, sure. I want to go out for the marathon, but yeah, as you can see, the COVID-19 not allow us to go.
No, my son had 21K recently, and he's aiming for another one soon.
Marathon runners are still training. I'm running with the pack right now. We run outside.
Yeah, we can.
They also have like levels of running. I mean, mini marathon, fun run, like 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers.
I think it's totally simple. I mean, like I could see sign up, 1 or 2 nights a week or maybe 1 night a week, 2 nights a week because Lumpini Park is very close to our office. And we can just say, 5 o'clock, we go, we walk down, we walk around or run around for people who want to make sure they make that time for exercise in their day before heading home for dinners.
Exactly.
And it's not, I think that'd be something that'd be easy. And clearly there's a lot of folks that are interested in exercising and just need a little motivation and support to start their engines.
Yeah.
There's a group at my condo, they call themselves the Overweight Fathers. They go out for 30 minutes, 10 minutes running and 20 minutes high intensity interval training. And it's 30 minutes they can manage. So it's,
yeah. I mean, 30 minutes is sort of like the minimum for any type of cardio work. So it's, I think it's can be done.
Okay, now I think I will end the polling now, and then I will share the result to all of you. Okay, so here's the result. So seems like most of 9 people when they have 10 duck-sized horses. Yeah.
so it's, and we were feeling all above average today.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Might not be cause and effect though. Maybe people went in on a high.
Already feeling good.
Yeah, which is good also.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think that says about our personalities if we would rather fight 10 duck-sized
horses?
No, serious, like people who can multitask, maybe? Well, thank you so much for organizing this art. It was well done. And we can debrief later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, and one last thing, I have questionnaires, but the webinar allow me to have the survey for the participants only. So this one just only for the participants. So when we close, when we end this webinar, the participants will receive automatically the survey of the webinar.
Okay.
Yeah, but not the panelists, because some of the question is about the panelists. Yeah, so.
Questions are about us.
No.
Feedback.
Feedback
to
you have to rank your favorites. Okay. Thank you so much, Kunart. This was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, all the panelists. Thank you, all the participants.
Thank you.
Right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.